In the Carolina kitchen today, a rich and creamy way to ward off the cold. The warm spice that brings comfort to a soup that includes a tasty serving of a healthy vegetable, too.
Welcome into the Carolina kitchen. Bruce Brown of Bruce's Fabulous Foods in Marion is here with us, and you are getting us something warm for our bellies, especially because it's cold outside.
I wanted to do a soup, but I wanted to do a vegetarian type one for you today, and one of the most popular ones we do at the restaurant is a very simple, creamy spinach soup. I think you're going to love this.
I love spinach.
I started off with a couple tablespoons of butter and some finely minced up onion. You don't have to puree it, but finely minced up onion, because you don't want big chunks of onion in this. Okay? And I've sauteed the onion in the butter until it's starting to caramelize, soften up, and turn brown.
Okay.
Now, you don't want to add your garlic too soon. I've got about 4 cloves of garlic pressed. I'm going to add to this, but if you add it too soon, and it really starts to cook, it's going to turn dark brown or even burn, and that's not very good cooking. I stir through the garlic with the onions real quick, and to that I have a 1-pound bag of frozen chopped spinach that I just dump in just like that.
So you thawed it?
You can be thawed, it can be frozen. Once you put it in there and it's frozen, it's going to thaw out real quick anyway, so it doesn't matter which way you do it, but make sure you get the chopped spinach. Trying to chop up the spinach after it's frozen and then thaws and stuff is not fun.
Now,
okay,
you don't have to squeeze the water out of it.
No,
so
no, because we're making a soup. The whole thing goes in. Just get it all sauteed through just like this. Get the spinach starting to cook. I've got about a half a teaspoon of white pepper and a teaspoon of salt. Go ahead and pour that in.
All of it?
Yep.
Okay.
And about a half a cup, if that, of all-purpose flour.
To thicken it?
Yep. That's going to act as our roux, so then therefore, when we add the liquid to it and everything else, you're not going to need anything else to thicken the soup. And you notice that, you know, it's starting to come together, the flour's starting to dissolve into the spinach. And my secret ingredient, fresh ground nutmeg. Nutmeg goes great with any form of greens, really. So what I'll do is I'll take some fresh nutmeg and grate probably about maybe half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of fresh ground nutmeg, just like that. Get that in there. And believe it or not, once you get the nutmeg kind of incorporated in, before everything starts sticking to the bottom, all you have to do, half gallon of milk.
Now with this one, you want whole milk?
I use whole milk, but once you get the milk in there, stir it through, reduce the heat. You do not want to bring this to a boil.
Smell that nutmeg.
Exactly,
Oh, it smells so
just
good.
right there. But you do not want to bring the soup to a boil because it is a cream-based soup. Just get it heated through. The spinach is going to start dissolving a little bit and making it nice and bright green. It's a great hearty soup, but I always have Parmesan cheese ready to go, about half a cup that I like to stir in at the very end. And guess what? You've got a great soup. Once it comes up to heat, it's going to start to thicken. If it thickens too much, add a little bit of water, but it's probably going to take about 3 to 5 minutes to get thick enough to where you really want to stop it, pull it off the heat, and serve it.
All right.
And you're ready to go.
Let's get you guys the recipe at home. Go to our website, WLOS.com. Click on the Carolina Kitchen link. That's the fastest way. Or you can send a self-addressed stamped envelope to 110 Technology Drive, Asheville 28803. It looks fantastic. Thanks so much, Bruce. And that's what's cooking today in the Carolina Kitchen.